This screencast is titled Managing Complexity with MVX Object Server. The MVX Object Server is a product in the MVX 3D Visualization Industrial Automation product range. It runs on the server side and is not a visual component of the software. It's more software plumbing, also known as middleware. The majority of industrial automation visualization systems are built around the concept of tags or points. A point represents a single input or output value monitored or controlled by the system. Tags are typically an extension of a single point with additional metadata such as scales, description, and alarm information, though the exact nature of a tag varies depending on the system. The general theme in traditional industrial automation is a tag database which defines a potentially vast collection of points with unique names. The premise of the MVX Object Server functionality is that as soon as you get any reasonably complex system, the tag database becomes opaque in that it is difficult to understand or get any feel for the underlying information structure without significant effort. SCADA systems typically tackle this by using a consistent naming standard to provide a basic hierarchy for the tag definitions. We believe that there is significant benefit in structuring this tag data into a data model where the relationships between the tags are a first-class citizen of the model. This allows the structure to be clearly defined in software and for people to understand it quickly. The application you are seeing is a small demonstration of this premise. It displays the same underlying data in the form of points, entities, and objects. First, let's generate a set of information and display it as points. There's lots of information, but it's difficult to see how it's all related. Next, let's do the same and represent the points as entities. Entities are a SCADA concept that are embodied in the MacView package that we developed starting back in the late 1980s. We still maintain and develop this MacView SCADA package today. The entity concept is extremely useful for organizing data points. For those not familiar with the MacView package, entities can be viewed as a form of configurable, complex tag structure. This display of entities better organizes the point information to reduce the concept count you have to deal with, but these are still a lot of entities to keep in your head at one time. Lastly, let's display the point information as objects. This last diagram provides a much clearer indication that there is an underlying structure to the long list of points managed by the system. These links and relationships provide meaning to the people that maintain such systems and are also incredibly useful for implementing additional functionality without having to write reams and reams of repetitive code or system configuration. The MVX Object Server technology manages data at its core, but it is presented to other software as a communication server. We can embed that server functionality into a wide variety of programs. We've actually embedded a server into this demonstration application, which I'll start now. I'll also run a utility called the MetaServer Explorer, which is a client-side application, and connect it to the server. The MetaServer Explorer has connected to our demo server and is reporting on the contents of the objects that it has found. All of these objects were created by the demonstration application and displayed as point, entity, or object diagrams. I'll just browse around, showing the types of information that is being reported on. It also has an option for writing out the object structure as a JSON file. JSON is a text format originating from the JavaScript programming language. We're using it here as a means of saving an object structure to a text file. The benefits of this format include the ability to store complex object structures and relationships between the objects. In summary, the MVX Object Server technology helps you manage large amounts of industrial automation data in a consistent and structured manner. This becomes even more important when you start integrating data from non-industrial automation systems such as IT systems, document management systems, maintenance systems, and security systems. It provides a strong server-side and information management aspect to the MVX 3D visualization story.